Hey guys, how's it going? Today we wrap up Naruto week. Today's tutorial covers this Naruto you see here. Well guys, this week was amazing with 7 tutorials on the Naruto theme. So guys, leave a like here at the beginning of this video, just like in all the others, and subscribe to the channel. Well, let's get started with this tutorial which you can't miss. Just a reminder that I'm waiting for you to check out the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Alright, so let's get started with our video guys. So where are we going to start? We're going to start by making our sketch. I'm using a circular object here to make a more perfect circle. If I try to do it freehand, it won't turn out as nice. Well, this tutorial here, like I said, is super easy and it's amazing guys. Alright, we've made our line, our first sketch, our first circle, so we can start our drawing. After that, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna draw a line here dividing it in half, and then I'm gonna go down about 1.5 centimeters here. Just like you can see, I'm dividing it here again in half. Our sketch, just a reminder, I think I didn't make this one exactly in the center. If it's not right later, we can fix it. In the space, about 2 centimeters, we're going to make a new line up there. Alright, one more little line for the nose and one for the mouth. Alright guys. With this marking here on the paper, we pretty much have our whole drawing ready. So what are we going to start doing? We start here, look, bringing this part down, which will be the face area. Look, remember that we follow the same direction to make the face, right? That way, I'm sure you guys will be able to get the proportions just right. Okay, so we've already done that, so now our next step is what we do next. Look, I'm gonna make this line here, see, pulling it down a little curved, which is the line of the bandana. We're gonna leave the eyes, the inside part of the face for later, after we do this part of the bandana and the ears. Because then we'll have a basic idea, see? Here we already make his hair strand. Look, that's gonna fall here, right? Alright, cool. So now we're going to make his ear. The ear will come out from this line. Look, we go down here to this line, then make another line and finish down there. Look, again, start here, make a line, another line, and finish down here, see? Alright. Look, so you can see how easy it is to draw the ear by following this sketch line we made here. So we can start erasing these lines here since they don't matter to us anymore. And we're going to fix it up a bit here, right? Where the eraser accidentally erased. So let's go ahead and strengthen and finish up our line. Because we're not going to touch this part anymore, see? So we've already done the face shape and the ears. Now guys, it's the simplest part. Just kidding guys. Yeah, let's go. The secret here for you to draw the eyes and these other parts properly. Let's go. I'll explain it to you step by step, okay? Naruto's eyes. Actually, let's finish this part down here first. First, look. Alright, let's start here then, look. Yeah, I'm looking here. Look, as you can see, it's just right. I had made this line the same, but like I said, a little crooked, right? Actually, a little turned to one side. It has to be right in the middle of that circle, so you can measure it properly, okay? Otherwise, it'll look odd. We must follow the sketch exactly. The secret to making Naruto eyes, guys, is in the eyebrows. We do the eyebrow first, see? I did one, now I'm gonna do the other, following the same direction and the same thickness. Yeah, if you do the eyebrows right here, you'll be able to do the eyes too. Want to see why? Because the eye is connected to the eyebrow. I'm going to start here. Look, on this left one, see, I'm going to make a little line here. Downwards, really small. And following more or less this line from our sketch, remembering that the line doesn't go too far up. Look just a little bit when outlining the eye. And down here, then it comes out a little. Follow the reference, then draw the small circle inside the eye. See that detail inside, like a small plus sign. Look. Alright, cool. So now, to make the second eye just right, let's go, guys. Again, look, I'm gonna make a little line here, okay? Look, the line goes just a little bit upward. It's just like the first one. So guys, you just need to follow the sketch and your eye will turn out just right. Look, this one goes a little bit downward, just like the other one. Now draw the inner circle. And look how cool our eye turned out, right? And it was super easy, right? Really simple to do this part of the eye. Look, the nose is just two small lines here. The mouth too. See, it's a bigger line. My Instagram is on the screen if you want to follow me. Well, now we're going to do these details he has here. Look, on his face. We just add a bit of color here just to make it look nice. But you don't have to do this to color him here. You can do it later. I'm just doing it to give our sketch a bit more life, right? Because I really like to see how the sketch is turning out. We keep adding these little colors and the drawing already looks really cool. Look. All done. Now we've finished here, right? Now we just need to finish the drawing. This is the easiest part. Look. Finish this part. Look. Look now here. Alright guys, this part here is already done. I'm gonna work on his hair here right under the ear. Look, it's these small strands here. See, there are 3 strands. Look, 2 and the third one here. Alright, now let's go. We're going to finish the top part. Look, we're going to draw a line here, right? Another one here on the other side. Now we're going to make this line here. It'll look patchy. We'll never finish it perfectly. There, you finish the hair upward. And now we're going to make his bandana, right? It's really easy to make the bandana too. We're going to make a rectangle with the corners a bit more rounded. Look. Now we just need to draw the leaf village symbol here. Look, now we're going to make it like a spiral, see, right? And then go around outlining it. Look, and finish by making a little point here, see? See how easy it turned out. We make these small circles here look semicircles, right? That we don't close all the way. And now we just finish here. Look, with this part here, as if it were his shirt. See? Alright, look how our drawing turned out. Let's outline it. I'm using a Unipin 04 to do this outline here, the outline. You guys are going to do it very lightly, do it very slowly, so you can make the lines just right and not make mistakes. On the top part of the bandana. If you don't want to outline it, I think it looks much cooler, or if you have a marker to outline it in another color. Well, today I'm using markers. Usually I use pencils. Today we're going to use markers. Where am I using this marker here? You guys are going to use the light pink from Faber Belleza. Or if you want to use the sand color, you can use that too. I'm using this marker, right? To color a little faster, you know? And to make the painting look nicer too. I'm making the shadow here with this other marker a little bit darker. That's where you guys are going to use brown or cinnamon. Right? Either will work. So Zanato, if you want to use dark red, you can also make this shadow with dark red. It looks really cool to make the shadow with dark red. So it's up to you. Well, so now I'm going to take the black here. I'm going to work on this other part of his outfit. Look, I'm starting here where there would be a really intense shadow. Though we'll later paint the rest dark gray, it'll look nearly the same. But you can also use a black pencil here or any other black marker or brush you have if you want, right? And then it'll be the warm gray, the dark gray on all the rest of this lower part here of his clothes. Alright, now it's the hair and the rest here. I'm using a yellow marker here again to do this part. So you do the hair, eyebrows, eyes, and this whole upper part of the bandana with this yellow. On the bandana, we're going to leave the middle of it, creating a shadow effect right there, see? Then I'll come in and add some shadows there with the orange. Just add a few small shadows there with orange. Look, just like I'm doing here, I'm making a light gradient, right? Really soft, right? To make a nicer gradient and a stronger highlight in the eyes. In all the rest of the drawing, we made this gradient. And to finish up there, right, with the bandana, we're gonna add a little shadow there with gray. Guys, if you made this drawing here, here's what you do. Post it on Instagram and tag me. I'll be waiting for you there, alright? Well, that's it. That was today's video and I'll see you in our next video, guys. See you!